I'm Melanie from Parenting High Schoolers, and I'm here today to talk to you about applying for colleges. This is the season. Fall is such fun for high school seniors. If your child isn't applying to college, that's great too. This is a great time for them to explore what other options are out there, technical schools, apprenticeships, just getting a job and figuring things out, taking a gap year. College is not the only option. But for this purpose today, I'm going to talk about how to apply to college. And the first thing is stay organized. Your kid's going to be getting tons of emails through both probably their school email and possibly their personal email. You might be getting them. He or she will also be getting snail mail, like packets and stuff. Throw the ones away immediately or trash them in the emails that your child and are just you're not interested in at all. That will solve a lot of problems down the road. Just stay on top of the inbox, stay on top of the mail. If it's one that your child is at all a tiny bit interested in, have them open it up. Have them check out the school's website. Even if it's one they haven't considered before, maybe they think it's too far away, or maybe they think it's too small or too big. There's so many things that could affect their decision. There are great tools for keeping track of the schools that your child is interested in. I have a blog post, How to Apply to Colleges, that I will link below for your pleasure. I guess that's a good way to put it. But it has a spreadsheet in there, and there's another blog post that I have as well that is about just the whole, like, keeping track of things in high school, and that will give you tons of tools in it. It's my Parenting High Schoolers Toolkit, and it has lots of free printables that you can use for this process. But back to the senior year, applying to college. Number one, stay organized. Throw away any unwanted information. Due dates. Keep track of the due dates, because if you miss a due date, then you can't go back. So have your child have a college-specific calendar where they put the due dates in and maybe back it up by a week so that they know they get it in on time. A lot of colleges use the Common App. So be sure that they have filled that out, and any school that they're applying to that uses the Common App, that they have that in before the first one has a due date for their application. The FAFSA obviously needs to be filled out as well after October 1st. And I have already done a video about the FAFSA. So please click over to that video if that is something that you have questions about. So essays. Your child is going to need to write essays for the Common App. They're going to have to write essays to colleges. They need to write essays for school anyway. So the best way to do this is to have a toolkit, what I call, in their back pocket. 3 to 5 essays that they've got ready to tweak for whatever the situation calls for. So perhaps one essay would be my goals and ultimate perfect job for myself, and this is why. One could be how we can save the environment and what I'm doing about that myself. Another could be a favorite childhood memory and how that has affected my life today. That would just be 3 that I could think of off the top of my head. Safe driving, no texting and driving, that's a huge one. So as your child has written 3 or 4 of these essays, then they can just pull them out anytime there's a scholarship opportunity or a college. A lot of colleges request extra essays for more scholarship money. So that is something that your child and you need to check into as well. If there is a scholarship opportunity and they need an essay, if you've already got the essay written, or I'm saying your teen has it already written, they can just tweak it and send it in. My son used the same essay like 6 different times for different things. He just, twisted it, spun it around, and tweaked it for whatever the situation was that it worked for. Letters of recommendation. This is a great time as juniors and seniors for your kids to know who they can go to, who are the teachers that they have worked with the most, maybe in a club, maybe on a team. Like, would that coach write them a letter of recommendation? Your child needs to have a current resume. Maybe not a formal resume, although that would be nice. There's tons of templates out there, either on Etsy or Pinterest, or with just templates in Google Docs. So have your child be keeping a resume really as soon as they're a high school freshman, and update it every semester, so that as soon as they're asking for letters of recommendation, they can then give a copy of this resume to the person they're asking, whether it's their coach or their club sponsor or a family friend that has known them forever. Because there are different types of letters of recommendation that different schools will ask for. They might ask for a personal recommendation. They might ask for a boss. They might ask for a teacher. So your child and you need to sit down and generate a list of the teachers that he or she feels comfortable that your teen would be able to go and ask. If I gave you a copy of my resume, would you be willing to write me a resume for this scholarship or for this college application process? So all of this is sort of a team effort. I loved watching my son take over more and more of this over his junior and senior year. It is a great way and a great time for them to become more independent and to realize there are due dates and there are things to keep track of. And I need to keep my resume up to date. And he continued to update his resume really every semester through college because you forget. So if you have a younger teen, this would be the time, if they're freshmen, to just start so you don't forget what, you get to the senior year and you're like, oh, I know I was in a couple clubs my freshman year, but I never did them again. And that's okay. Maybe you don't want to put them on the resume, and that'll be a whole nother YouTube video another day. But so organize yourself and your teen, or get them on the right track to be doing it themselves. Throw away stuff that is not pertinent to your child's college search. Have essays in their back pocket. Fill out the FAFSA. Check out college websites too. And again, encourage your student to have an open mind, to consider a school that's smaller than they think they want or that's larger. So I think that's it. Please follow my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I hope to video more soon. Thanks.